Welcome everybody to Pumpking. Pumpking is a 3 times weekly workout that is based on 3 simple convictions. The first conviction is that we have everything that we need within the frame of our body. Second conviction is that we can move that body to build strength, increase flexibility, and train our balance. Third conviction is that by moving our body in that way, we will get closer to where we need to be on that day. Whether that's feeling our surroundings more immediately and deeply, whether that's protecting ourselves from our surroundings and their immediacy and depth, whether that's connecting with someone that's very close to you or connecting with someone that's very far away. This workout will change your state and will help you to be closer to what you need on that day. So if you're on board with those 3 simple convictions, then we are already on this journey together, and let's get started. Pumpking's format today is 3 circuits with 2 exercises each that we'll do through 3 times each, and then a ab attack at the end with 2 exercises we're going to do back to back, nice and quick, to just explode our middle section, get us really aware of our core, and get it burning in there. The rest today is really upper body with some kind of squeezes and some openers for the hips and the glutes and the quads. Don't worry about keeping up with every single rep. We're on a timed basis now, so I'll call out the times as we go. Just follow along and really focus on good form. That is the most important thing. Doing things slowly and concentrating on the muscle that you want to be working is the best way to get the best results and to really build a very lean physique that is aware of your posture, and that's how you can look and feel the best. If everyone's ready to go, then let's start by just getting a bit warmed up. First, take a few big deep breaths. Drive your weight down through either foot. Just trace your awareness up your shins, up your knees, across your quadriceps, over your hips, to the middle, to your belly button, out to your chest, up your ribs, up your back, up your shoulders. Don't do anything to anything. Just kind of sway in place, listen to the music. Down your arms, over your elbows, down your forearms, out to your middle fingers, back up your neck, and out the top of your head. All of those portions, those bones, those joints, those ligaments and muscles are standing here today, and we're going to start to move them. Bring your fingertips up to your ears and just start opening your elbows to either side in shoulder gaiters. Bring your back into it a little bit. Open up as you breathe in, splay those collarbones apart, breathe out, curve the back, and bring the elbows together. Let's do 10. Imagine your whole breastbone could expand as you come up for 3, and then collapse it back together. 4, 5. Feel where your shoulder blades are sitting on your back. 7. As you curve out, feel that your shoulder blades come further apart. 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. We're going to do kind of like an arm circle, but a bit different and exaggerated. Rather than just flapping our arm around, we want to be stationary, one arm pointing straight forward, one arm pointing straight back. And then we're just going to switch that moving forward. Really drive energy out through the palm, the heel of your hand. And move slowly. Let's do 10 more of these. Really move from your shoulder. Your arms are locked out completely. You can come down into a kind of like bent leg stance. 5, 6, 7, 8. Move your torso with it. 2, 9, and 10. Now switch directions. 1, 2. Let's do 20 in total. 3, 4. Make fists or open hands. 6, 7. Move your whole shoulder girdle around. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Make it a dance as much as an exercise. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now just shake it out. Shake your whole arms out and twist your upper body around your spine. Twist your shoulders to the left and to the right. Your hips are pointing forward and your shoulders are shifting. Make that friction between the shoulders and the hips be what twists you out. You can even come up onto your toe as you switch to that side. Now bring this twist, keep the momentum going into straight leg tin soldiers. Kick straight legs out in front of you. Make contact between the left toes and the right fingers, twisting your upper body around to make that contact. Beautiful. Today, we are going to need a chair and a table that's not going to collapse over on you. If you don't have that with you today, just make sure you have a small towel. If you do have a small towel on you or a little strap, grab it in your hands. And we're just going over our back. If not, you can just do your hands together behind your back in a knuckle, driving your knuckles down to the ground. But if you have that band in your hands, bring it around one side. Oops. Sorry, I'm going to use a towel. Bring it around one side and around the other. Bring it around left and back to the front on the right. One more, left and back to the right. This time start right, go right, and bring it left. If you lose track of that towel, don't worry, just bring it back. It's all about just opening the shoulders. If you're doing this just with clasped palms, just move one way or the other. Next, we're going to do something I call a full body reach. Just imagine there's like the sweetest, juiciest fruit, like just outside your grip, all the way to your right, but you can't move your left leg. So you're reaching your entire body. It's just outside your finger grips. You wish you could have that pineapple or coconut. Now go to the left. You can't move your right foot, and that juicy fruit is just outside your grips. Oh, it's torture. Now to the right. Let's do 5 on each side. This is 2, 2, 3. Part of this then means making your body as straight as possible, getting as much distance as you can without leaving that pivot foot. 4. One more on each side. Reach, reach, reach from the bottom of your spine all the way out to your fingertips. Last side. Beautiful. Next, let's warm up the scapula. One of the most important skills that we train in pumpkin are these muscles on our back that hold our spine together. So when we or that hold our shoulder blades back, they're right on either side of the spine. So when we're pulling our shoulders back like that, we're engaging the scapula, which are these muscles that sit right underneath our shoulder blades and kind of serve so much for good posture. So come up into a push-up position on your knees or on your toes, and I want you to just let yourself fall down between your shoulders and then pull those shoulder blades apart to come up between. So you're not actually bending your elbows and coming down into a full push-up. You're just letting your shoulder blades clunk together to fall down between your shoulders and then spread them apart to come up. Let's do 5 more of those. 2. Lock out those elbows. 3, 4, and 5. Come right on up. We are going to do a little bit of work to get our heart rate up. Let's just start a light jog. Let your arms be really, really loose. Let's go into A skips. You know, these are some of my favorite. We're coming up with the right knee up to the left elbow and then hopping to the other side. Let's do 40 of these and really speed them up. 13 on that. 15. Really spin your whole upper body to the outside of that knee. Sync it up with the music. I'm at 30. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Now, One last heart rate burnout. We're gonna do high knee runs. Bring your hands in front of your knees, and you're gonna run up with high knees. We are gonna do 40 seconds of this and really aim to get your body turned on here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. High knees, lift those knees up from a lift of your abs. Keep your abs engaged, your chest up, your shoulders back. 30 more seconds. Drive those knees up. Imagine you're driving through your palms. Engage your abs. 20 more seconds. Get the blood pumping all the way out to the furthest extremities. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, guys. All right. We are going to start the first circuit, which consists of upper body exercise, mostly focused on the chest. The first exercise is the decline swizzle stick. It's a push-up variation. Whew. So you're going to come to a push-up position. Let me walk you into it because it is rather advanced. There's the push away. So if it's not working for you, just come onto your knees, come forward, and push yourself away, squeezing your elbows together, externally rotating those elbows, and squeezing your chest as you push back. If you're ready to take it up one notch, bring your knees or your toes up onto a chair to elevate, and you're going to come down. You're going to maintain a bend in one arm and straighten out the other. So I'm going to keep my right arm bent, but straighten out my left, so it twists my upper body towards my left arm. Switch sides, keeping a bend in that left arm, but straightening out the right. So here you really want to be sure that you're supporting your core. You're not letting your hips sag down. You're keeping your core tight and piked up. All right. So find yourself on your mat. Bring your chair in behind you. Bring your feet or your toes up onto that chair. Get ready to push down and up. We're in this one for 60 seconds. So take your time. Make sure you're getting the form right and supporting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come down and twist. When you go into that twist, really squeeze the chest towards the elbow on that side. Squeeze. Squeeze. Breathe in as you come down. Breathe out as you twist to one side. Keep that plank piped up so you're not sagging down in the middle. We got 30 more seconds. If you're losing it halfway through, just come down to your knees and keep twisting. Keep twisting one side and then the other. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it down. Beautiful work, guys. That's really challenging to keep that up for 60 seconds. Now, we're going to go on to bumps. You're going to come down into a strong position, bending your legs, and you're going to bring your palms together in front of your body and squeeze your elbows together as much as you can. And then you're going to squeeze your chest as you bring your thumbs up towards your nose, and you're going to feel your whole chest, also your the front of your shoulders, turn on quite a bit. So you can bring a kind of flow into this where you bend and come down into that. You're bending those thumbs up. Breathe in and let it out. Breathe out, pull it all together, okay? So we're going to get started. Woo. Let's get going in 5. Bring those feet wide apart. Bring your palms together. And let's dip down for number 1. Oh, you should really feel this through your chest. Really drive through the elbows and through the palms. Imagine your upper arm, your forearm is a single piece that runs from your elbow all the way out to the end of your middle finger. We got 22 more seconds. That single piece from your elbow all the way to the end of your finger is driving together with equal force from the bottom of your elbow all the way up to the top of your middle finger. 8 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We got 30 seconds rest before we pick up with the decline swizzle stick for a second set. Come right onto your mat. Bring your feet into the push-up position on the chair or on the ground, either on your knees or on your toes. And we're going to push down in 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in to come down. Keep one arm bent. Squeeze that chest to the opposite elbow. I like that I do this together with you, so I'm really hurting too. Twist one way, keep one elbow bent, and twist the other. Yeah, like I'm working back to my knees now because that's just too crazy. 20 more seconds. If the swizzling isn't working for you, just come straight down. Oh, and then you can keep dropping down in the modifications until you're doing it properly with proper form. By the end, if you're just doing the power push away like I showed, there's no problem with that. Come right up onto your feet. We're going to go into the bumps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your elbow and your palm together. Come down, breathe out, and squeeze those thumbs into your nose. This is a really good exercise to focus on the muscles of your chest, to appreciate how much the mind being engaged with the muscle you want to work is actually going to affect how turned on you are by the exercise. Driving your arms together. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Guys, the chest should be super turned on by now. Really shredding up this whole area. Grab your chair or go from the ground. We've got one extra set of Doug number 1. 10 more seconds. Come into that push-up position that's working best for you. And don't worry about scaling it down as you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Breathe in to come down. Twist and push away. Breathe in to come down. If you don't have one already, I always suggest working out with a mirror. I use the Zoom camera a lot, and I look, and if I'm sagging down in the middle, then I gotta step it back. You can come down to your knees off the chair and keep twisting. Woo! 10 more seconds. Just keep moving, keep tension on that muscle. 3, 2, 1, relax. Stand up, bring your elbows together. Get ready to push. 3, 2, 1, push together, come down. Breathe in, come up. Push together, come down. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, come down. Breathe in, come up. Come down, come up. 25 more seconds. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Damn, you should be really feeling it through your chest now. Okay, next circuit, we're going to be focusing on our shoulders and our triceps. The first exercise is one that you should know by now if you've been doing pumpkin for a little while. It's the dip plus hip thrust. So we're going to change how difficult it is based on how close we keep our heels into our body. So if we have them all the way out straight, that's going to be the hardest version. If they're bent up closer under our bum, then that's going to be slightly easier. Bring yourself to the edge of your chair and bring your palms onto the edge of that chair and then come off the edge. So bring your knees out maybe halfway just to get started. Then you're going to dip yourself down to about 90 degrees with your elbow. And then you're going to push away, lock out your elbows at the top, really externally rotate your elbows to open your chest and concentrate the contraction of your tricep. And then you're going to push out into a high bridge or a reverse tabletop from the bottom of your feet, squeezing your glutes at the top of the push. That's going to open up your chest even more, give you a little stretch there, squeeze the triceps, and also give you a little squeeze on your glutes. We are in that for 45 seconds, and we will get started in 15 seconds. Roll your shoulders back, find the edge of your chair. Start with your feet halfway or whatever you've been working with. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in to come down slowly and in control. Push away, squeeze together, and push up. My chair just flipped over on me. Come down, squeeze and push up. Come down to 90. Push up, the shoulders come apart. Squeeze the glute as you come up. 25 more seconds. Push up, squeeze your glutes. 15 more seconds. Move slowly with control, thinking about those triceps and those shoulders as you stress them. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come down. The next exercise is a Cobra Pushup. Bring your chair to the side. The Cobra Pushup is similar to the dive bomb pushup that we were doing last week, but it's just one portion of the movement. So rather than the dive bomb starting all the way from a downward facing dog, we're going to start this exercise kind of from a high plank. You're going to come down, squeeze up into a cobra. Again, similar motion here where we're squeezing our elbows together and almost as if we could twist the crease of our elbows towards the outside. So that's externally rotating your elbows, which is actually moving the bone within your shoulder socket. So you're going to externally rotate your elbows as you come up, squeeze the tricep, which is behind your arm, and then reverse that motion coming down and pushing away. So you're kind of in a high plank with your butt piked up, and then come forward for another rep. Find yourself on your mat. Oh, you can also do this from your knees for sure. So you can come here, squeeze up, and push back. Okay. Find yourself on your mat. Find the push-up position that's going to work for you. We're in it for 45 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squeeze up, come back. Breathe out as you squeeze up. Breathe in as you come back. Breathe out, squeeze up, breathe in, come back. 25 more seconds. Keep it going at your own pace. If you need to take a short break, just rest and then go in for the next one. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We got 30 seconds rest. In that time, grab your chair, feel the music, roll out your shoulders, take a little dance, grab a drink of water, and we're going to get started. 15 more seconds. Find yourself on the edge of the chair. Bring your butt out to the edge. Plant your hands on the edge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in to come down. Breathe out. Push away. Squeeze together. 30 more seconds. Really concentrate on externally rotating those elbows as you push up. Thrust your hips out. Let the chair fall over on you again. If the chair is falling over on you at all, you can bring them around to the side of the seat so they're not right on the edge, or do it on a couch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, come to the push-up position. Get ready for Cobras. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get into that push-up position. Come forward. Squeeze. Breathe in. Come back. Breathe out and squeeze. Come up. Push back. If counting reps helps you keep in it, definitely do that. I know for me, I get hung up on the number of reps. So when I'm doing this exercise, or any exercise timed, I just try to listen to the music. Squeeze, push back. Squeeze, push back, kind of thing. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We got 30 seconds rest until the last circuit of Doug number 2. Already bring your chair back onto your mat. Grab yourself a little drink of water. Roll your shoulders back in their sockets. Come sit on the edge of your chair. We're going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. The beauty of timed workouts is you can just take a little break and join up, always moving at your own pace, prioritizing form, good form, über alles. 25 more seconds. Really feel how your joints and muscles are moving together as you lower yourself down. Feel what happens to the alignment of your spine as your shoulders come forward. And then push away. Thrust your hips out. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And give it a break. Guys, that's really difficult work. Whew. Get ready. We're going to go right into the Cobra, the last exercise in Doug number 3. Come into the push-up position that works for you and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press forward. Tune into the music, either from your knees or from your toes. Squeeze those triceps at the top. Squeeze, push back. Squeeze, push back. Challenge yourself to come up on your toes. If you're not getting enough out of it from your knees, I guarantee you will from your toes. 15 more seconds. Come forward, squeeze up, push back. Come forward, squeeze up, push back. Did we lose the music? Okay, we got a rest right now. Oh, that was just a break in the mix. Finish up with those Cobras. We got 30 seconds, and I'll be going into the next set. Doug number 3, where we're going to be working our back, the backs of our shoulders, the lats, and also our core stability. So this is where we're going to need our small table. If you don't have access to a table like this, you can definitely do the Lat Slides, which I'll quickly demonstrate right now. just so that nobody's left out. The lat slide, we're working this huge muscle on our back that comes down underneath our armpits. And basically what we're going to do, we're starting from a tabletop position, and you put your knees or your toes onto a small plate or onto a small towel, anything that's going to let you slide on the floor that you're on. You lock out your elbows and push yourself back so your hands come all the way above your head. With your elbows locked out, you push down and through your palms to drag your whole body forward, squeezing these big latissimus as you bring your knees right up between your thumbs. So again, you can do that from your knees or your toes. It's going to be more of a challenge from your toes, obviously. If you do have something you can pull yourself up on, just anything like a table or even a chair if it's high enough. And from here, we're going to bring our hands about shoulder width apart, and we're going to focus on leading with our chest, pulling our body up, and imagining that we can bring our elbows into our sides. So as we pull up, we bring those elbows down and in towards our sides. And we're into this one for 45 seconds. So find yourself on your mat, or sorry, underneath your table. So here we really want to lead with that chest. Draw, and you can have your feet cross-legged or extend them out. You're coming up, tapping the chest, and lowering down. Even if that the lowering isn't a very far distance, you still want to move slowly through that. Okay, bring yourself underneath your table. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up. Tap that chest, lower yourself down. Tap and lower. Squeeze those elbows into the side as you pull up. Breathe out, lead with the chest. Stick your chest out in front of you. Make sure your neck is relaxed but still in the line of your spine. 20 more seconds. Really drive those elbows back and your chest out in front of you. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Take a quick rest. The next exercise is a wall creeper. So this is similar to the iron cross that we were doing on the ground, but I think this exercise is actually better. And we're going to be working our scapula, which are those muscles between our shoulder blades, and also our rear deltoids. So you're going to come up to a wall. Just find a little stretch of wall, and you're going to make it more difficult by creeping your feet further and further away from the wall. The further away they are, the harder this exercise is going to be. Bring your elbows up to shoulder level, and just put all your weight back into the middle of your back, and then drive back through your elbows to push yourself up off the wall. You're going to hold as you're pushed up, hold here, and then lower down slowly, really acknowledging all parts of that lowering movement as part of the exercise. You don't just let yourself fall back down and then push away again. Really lower with control so that you're getting an extra benefit out of that lowering motion as well. All right, my friends, bring yourself to a stretch of wall. Just start with your feet about 1.5 feet away from the wall. Bring your elbows up to shoulder height in 3, 2, 1. Push away. Lower down. Push away. Lower down. If it's not quite hard enough for you, just walk those feet away. Here you're retracting your scapula as you drive your elbows backwards. So you're strengthening that muscle that's going to be so important for maintaining good posture throughout your life. 20 more seconds. You can hold out at the top for a second, push out, hold out, come down slowly. Push out, hold out. 8 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful work, guys. So we're strengthening the whole back part of our upper body. The lats, the rear deltoids, the scapula are all being worked here. Grab your position back underneath the table. We're going to get started pulling ourselves up, hitting the chest to the underside of the table. Come underneath your table and pull up in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up, hit with the chest. Again here, lowering is part of the exercise. The closer you have your feet down under your butt, the more they're going to be able to help you pull up and hit your chest on the bottom of that table. Drive your elbows back in the same way that you're doing in that wall creeper. 20 more seconds. Lower down slowly with control. 10. This part's in the mix. 4, 3, 2, 1. Calm down. Run over to your wall piece. Bring your feet 2 or 3 feet away from the wall. Bring your elbows up to shoulder height and drive back. Lower down. Keep it going. Hold up at the top. Lower down with control. Push out. Hold up. Lower down. Push out. Hold up. Lower down. 30 more seconds. Oh, yes. You should really be feeling it now. Never stop working in this exercise. If it's too hard, just bring your feet slightly closer. 7 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. Yeah, the back of the body is just as important, especially when we're so focused always on our computer, forward like this. It means that all of our muscles back here are kind of stretched out. They're not working on holding us up. And so we get weak at the back. Even if we're really strong on the front, we're still going to have bad posture and have back pain in a short period of time. All right, we're going to be pulling up underneath this table for Doug number 3, the third time around. We're going to move to the abs and then stretch. So we're making our way through this second week of Doug Trio. Just roll your shoulders back one time. Feel how much they've been working over the last 15 minutes. Bring yourself underneath this table. Bring your hands shoulder width apart. And start to pull up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up. Tap that chest. Lower down with control. Pull up, tap, and lower. Almost imagine as you're sinking down, imagine you want to be pulling up, but that you don't have the strength, so you're just failing, but slowly. You want to be pulling up, but you're just sinking down slowly. 15 more seconds. Don't forget to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go onto your back. Find your stretch of wall. Bring your feet 2 or 3 feet away from that wall. Bring your elbows up to shoulder height and start pushing back in 3, 2, 1. Push up. Squeeze those scapula together. Squeeze the tips of your shoulder blades together as if there's a grape. You could squeeze and smush between your scapula on your back. 30 seconds. 25 seconds. Drive back, hold up, and lower down. Lower down. Hold up, lower down. Push out, lower down. 10 more seconds. Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Beautiful, guys. Just take a couple seconds here to bow your head a bit. Take a couple big deep breaths. Work your head from one side to the other. Rolling your shoulders back. Push your table out of the way. Grab your mat, and we're gonna go into the ab attack section of Doug Trio. We are doing 2 different ab exercises. We bumped it up a bit from last week, and we can rest for a couple seconds between them. So we're doing boat to low boat and Russian twists. Boat to low boat we've done many times in pumpkin. You're going to bring your hands to the backs of your knees, bring your shins parallel to your mat, make sure your chest is broad, your shoulders are back, and your neck is long. You're going to lean back with that straight back so that your elbows are almost straight. You're going to float your hands, and from here there's 2 options. First, an easier modification is to bring your hands behind you and support that straight back. As you lower down, you breathe in, lengthen out. Make sure you're keeping a tilt in your pelvis and your abs engaged, your neck long, and then you crunch the upper ab and the lower ab portions together as you breathe out and push back up to seated. Breathing in, breathing out. So that's a hand-assisted version. If you want more of a challenge, you just float those hands next to your knees. Breathe in as you come long. Crunch everything back together. Okay, my friends, we're in this one for 45 seconds, and then we're going to switch right up to the Russian twist. I'll show you the Russian twist right now. So from the same kind of V-sit position with your shins parallel, you're just going to twist to your outside of that knee, tap your palm down, and then twist to the other side. It's a small movement, and you're focusing on, picture a spot here just like under your breast, like the bottom rib, the last rib, and picture your hip on the opposite side. You want to try bringing those 2 points together as much as possible as you're twisting across, almost as if you could touch one of your ribs to the opposite hip bone. So we're twisting one side to the next. We're in each one of those for 45 seconds, and we're going to have a short rest between. Bring your shins up to parallel. Bring your hands either back behind you or floating beside your knees, and breathe in to go long in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Crunching everything together. Try to imagine there's a magnet just under your sternum and just above your pubic bone that want to attract together, and they need to crunch your whole upper body together so that they can come as close to touching as they want. Try not to use any momentum to kick yourself up. Just use a contraction of those abs. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Just adjust your butt. Bring your shins back up. 3, 2, 1. Right into the Russian twist. One side and the next. You want the perfect balance here between speed and contraction and control. I try to get one side to the next in about 4 beats of the music. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Your knees are going to want to spill out the opposite way. Keeping them centered is part of the ab work here. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax for 30 seconds. Beautiful work, guys. Whew. We got another 2 sets of the ab attack. You can hang your head. We got 15 more seconds of rest. Roll your shoulders back a little bit. Bring your shins up to parallel the mat. Bring your hands behind your knees. and breathe in to go long in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Listen to that music, calm and slow. Attract that magnet right underneath your sternum, all the way into the magnet at your pubic bone. To make this more difficult, you can bring your fingertips up to your ears. Don't crank your neck or anything, but having your arms back will make this even more difficult than having them floating out beside your knees. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Got 10 quick seconds here. Float your shins again. 3, 2, 1. Switching from one side to the other in the Russian twist. Really breathe out as you hit the deepest point of that twist. 30 more seconds. Again, your knees are going to want to spill out in the opposite direction that you're spinning. Really try to keep them centered. That's part of the ab work here. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful work, guys. That's really not easy ab work if you're doing it slowly and controlled, really crunching and focusing on those abs. We got one more set of that ab take before our stretch. So what I'm talking about with the Russian twist, if you look here quickly, as I spin this way, my knees want to spill the other way, but keeping them centered, keeping those knees, those shins parallel to the mat, and the knees right centered underneath my hips is part of the ab stabilization work that we're doing there. Okay, bring your shins up to parallel the mat. We've got one more set of this ab take, and then we're on to the stretch. In 3, 2, 1, go long. Breathe in. Crunch that bottom ab together with the top ab. Breathe in to go long. Breathe out as you crunch it all together. 25 seconds left. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay them down. Bring your shins back up. We're going to go right into the Russian twist in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist to one side, twist to the other. Da, two, two, one, two. Really imagine this time the magnet is on one hip and on the opposite rib, and those two pieces want to squeeze together. All the way to the end of the workout here, guys. Give all your concentration to your middle, moving slowly. 15 more seconds. 10. Move slowly. Work all the way to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Turn right over onto your front and pull right up into a cobra. Just stretch out those abs. Oh, yeah. Stretching the abs, stretching every muscle after you work it out is so important, not just for the health of the muscle to sponsor good recovery, but also to create a look of length in those muscles as you're developing them. So you get that kind of long and strong look. From that cobra, just push yourself back into a child's pose with the toes hooked under. Push into either hand, drive back into your shoulders. Come back forward to stretch out those abs a second time. Breathe in as you travel up with the top of your head, and imagine your heart is heavy, falling down between your elbows. Breathe out to push back between your toes. One more time, come forward into that cobra. Oh, oh, the eerie sounds of the Josh Cafe mix from today have been sweet, meditative, a little bit hypnotic. Okay, let's do a couple cat cows. Bring your knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. Breathe in, arch out your back, curve your pelvis to the back of your body, reach up, splay your shoulder blades or your collarbones apart, and reach up with the crown of your head. As you breathe out, reverse all that, moving your shoulders together, dipping your head, twisting your pelvis to the front of your body, drive up through your belly button. Let's do 3 more of these. As you breathe in, your shoulder blades pinch together. And as you breathe out, those shoulder blades distance, sliding apart. Breathe in. Keep your abs engaged as you spill your belly out in front of you. And then to reverse this motion, breathe out and imagine your belly button is a drill that's drilling up and back into your spine. And come back to a neutral spine. Here we're going to twist out the back and stretch out the scapula. So from a tabletop position, I'm just going to bring myself back a bit. From a tabletop position, bring your left hand forward slightly so it's out in front of your shoulder. Pick up your right hand, like kind of wave it out to the side, and then spin it underneath your body. Reach underneath that left hand, lay your right shoulder onto the ground, and twist your upper body around to the left. You can drive down through this left hand to deepen the twist and drive into the outside of that shoulder. Make sure you're keeping your hips square to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Come out of that. Bring your right hand slightly forward. Pick up the left arm and twist down and underneath to the right. Really drive through the right palm and through the outside of the left shoulder. Beautiful. Let's open up the chest a little bit. Just from our knees, reach behind your body. Join your palms. Upright your chest and drive those knuckles down and away from your butt. Breathe in and out here to intensify. You can arch your back slightly to open up the chest even a bit more. Next, we're going to open up the chest and the shoulders. Kind of spooky vibe for the last 20 minutes of this mix. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Okay, so from a tabletop position again, what you want to make sure here is that the arm radiates straight out from the shoulder joint. So you're not coming back and you're not up forward. Your arm is radiating straight out from the shoulder joint. You're going to come down onto your chest. And with that arm, again, the left arm radiating right out of the left shoulder joint, you're just going to spin your body over on top of that shoulder. You should feel your chest and your shoulder open up on that side. 3 big breaths here. Come back to the middle. Now spin over onto the other side. Make sure that arm is radiating out right from the shoulder joint. And you can kind of regulate how deep you go over on the other side based on how much you spin over. Really control how much pressure you're putting. Guys, we are coming to the end of another pumpkin. Thank you all so much for being here. Spin back to your belly. Let's just travel up to a downward facing dog for this last stretch of the exercise. Drive down into your palms. One piece back towards your hips. Let your head hang. Kick your heels down to open up the back. No, not yourself, yes. Guys, thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. It is truly my pleasure to lead everyone through this exercise. We're having one of the most difficult confrontations right now, difficult and necessary confrontations the world over right now with racism, with police brutality, white supremacism is everywhere. I just hope that this exercise can help anyone in confronting that in your own life and in places that are close to you, as well as internationally. If you're able to donate to any number of bail and support funds, please make that a priority. If there's anything left over that you can contribute to Pumpking, it is a pay what you can workout. And there are links available to PayPal and to email money transfer in the email. Thank you all so much for being here. Wednesday is going to be an ab and ass workout. I really hope you can all make it because it's a great exercise, and I hope to see you there. Thanks again for another great week.